Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Smart Poker YouTube channel and another episode of Sundazed and Confused. We're at number 142, labeled Arctic Blast. And as always, my wife, Crispy Wannabe, is here beside me.
It is cold out there. Let's warm it up by firing up this joint.
Let's get the invite. Copy the invite. Hope everybody's having a great day.
Hope you're staying warm and lifted. Happy Sunday.
There's the link if you guys want to join. My I had it turned off. So I gotta wait for it to turn on before I can pin that link. So if I could live with my phone off, I would.
Cheers, guys. We got Cool Gromies rolling in, Art Man and OK Jace.
What's happening, guys?
Morning. Man. Art Man, it looks dark in your room.
What the hell's going on with that?
You see it?
Yeah, I gotta look and see what the setting is. I don't know what's going on. Let's see.
I thought you used a flasher for a second.
Oh,
He's
for
gonna
goodness
come.
sake.
Oh my god, not one. Oh, it was on my Go. It was on my GoPro.
Somebody spoofed his account and got and they're trying to get us. They're seed person.
Cheers, buddy. Good to see you.
Gotta be careful.
What's going on, Z person?
Hey, buddy.
What y'all smoking on? I got some flapjacks number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3 is better than number 1. Originally, I thought number 1 was going to be the winner, but I've been smoking on it for a month, and I like number 3 better, so I'm keeping that one.
Cool.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got apple fritter.
Black Cherry Cross.
I got nothing.
Oh, what?
Oh, you nothing. You're out of weed completely.
I ran out.
No.
Art came over and smoked all my stashed up.
Mr.
They
5-gallon
must have built
buckets
a-
over there.
You must have built a bonfire.
Making those atomic edibles really chews up your stash fast.
Would you
Did you
make
see
some more,
those?
did you?
Yeah, I made some day before yesterday, I think. But it was a lot. It was like 32 ounces of coconut oil, but I used like
Nice.
probably about four or 5 ounces of flour. 4 ounces. I'm out of keef, so I can't go that route anymore.
But that's nice. You have it all in medicine, just waiting for you now.
I know, some good stuff.
That's
Got hammered
awesome.
last night. That's why I'm not smoking this morning. I'm still a little hungover.
Oh,
Use a little
Do it.
hair of the dog. All right.
I want
I
to
didn't
tell
want those magic middle cookies that Seed Person just made with the Nutella in it. Oh, they look good.
Dude, I already ate 3 of them. I made them this morning.
yeah.
They're not medicated. That was a test run.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
How did you get that Nutella in there?
I put dollops of Nutella onto a tray covered in parchment paper, and then I put it in the freezer until they got rock hard. And then I made the cookie dough, and then I kind of molded the dough around the frozen Nutella blob, and then put it in the oven.
Wow.
That's like those Juicy Lucy burgers with the cheese inside of it.
Yeah, dude. And I actually have been to the alleged place where the Juicy Lucy's were created, but it's like a big controversy in St. Paul, Minnesota, of where the Juicy Lucy was made, because there's like 3 different bars that are like, no, we came up with it.
Oh, so it's Minnesota. I thought it was Wisconsin. See, I've been wrong this whole time.
No, it's not
Lucy.
Minnesota. Juicy Lucy.
Lucy's were always
Wisconsin, too.
that they sold in the store, man. They bust a pack open to sell single cigarettes for like 50 cents. They called them Lucy's because they were loose outside the pack.
No, you're all wrong. Lucy's that awesome redhead funny chick.
Lucy, I'm home.
I heard she was up in the sky and had some diamonds.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Gone off of the deep end already.
A little bit.
I'm
I'll
stoned.
bet.
I went to work this morning, man, from 6 to 11, and then come back home, fried some eggs, and smoked a big buckhorn right before I jumped on here. And now I'm full and stoned. Full of shit, huh, Dad?
That's good, though, to be full and stoned.
Well, we can't call you fat and happy, but you're happy anyway.
Yeah. All right. I see the chat's rolling. There was a new person there. We gave him a wrench. I hadn't seen him come back since. Certified old guy. Welcome to the channel. If you're still around. I see. Wow, there's a lot of people showing up now. Supreme.
Yeah,
Cheers,
cool.
everyone. It's awesome to see y'all.
Jace, do you soak your buds in coconut? That's what Brian says.
Yeah, I was just about to type. I was about to type that out. No, I use the Ardent FX. It's God, what am I trying to say? It's appliance. Yeah, it's like a countertop appliance, and you can decarb. So I decarb first. I put the flour in there, or the trim, or the keef, whatever. Decarb it first, dry, and then once that's finished, and then I come back with a coconut oil, and you can put in the same container, and then I infuse it that way. And I usually do that twice because I like the stronger batch. So I'll infuse it, and then I'll strain it with my cheesecloth, the oil back into the coconut oil container, and then I'll decarb another batch, and then I'll take the oil that's already been infused and then infuse it again.
That's cool.
That's a good idea.
I didn't know that worked, man.
Yeah, I think Sevens was saying he did the same thing too. He's got one of those T-checks. He said he checked the potency of it before and after, and it doesn't double. I mean, like you think it would because you're doing double the flour, but it does go up quite a bit. So it does work.
Is there?
No.
It's a kind of debated, but there is a limit to how much THC molecules can bind to the fat molecules in that, right?
Yeah, I think there's a cap on it. I don't think at some point it stops accepting the THC into the oil.
That's what I heard too. Like long ago, Chef OMJ gave us a recipe, and he told us that there is a cap to the amount of.
You can super saturate it.
You can super saturate it, but then there's a point where it's like, then that's it. It's not going to be able to accept, like you were saying, Seed Person. It just.
But if you use an emulsifier like lecithin or something, it should help boost that cap limit.
Yeah, that's what I use, sunflower lecithin.
The kid next door put a soup can muffler on his car. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what the hell that was.
It sounds like I was outside. I was thinking, damn, because when we was kids, we'd get a hole in our exhaust. We'd go get a soup can, cut it down, put it all in there, and throw a couple worm gears. You're good to go. But that's exactly how it would sound. It would be enough to keep you from getting pulled over and shit. But sometimes, they're doing it on purpose on them little rice burners. It's pretty cool though. I gotta give them credit, man.
It does get noisy around here.
Yeah,
I always thought that you guys couldn't hear all the background noise.
And them kids are into
That's
it.
about the only one. I've never heard anything else. That one cuts right through though.
Sounds like
Hey, as long as it's not 2 a.m., you know.
Yeah, no, that would suck. It's crazy though. They all have them. There's a bunch of people that come visit and shit. The neighbor and they have them too. There's XYZ Vector coming on the show
with some beautiful plants.
Yeah, they're getting bigger.
Hey, if it ever becomes a 2 a.m. thing, you can always just throw a couple bricks out in the road at like midnight.
Yeah, there goes your ground effects, huh?
That's cool, but some people deserve it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Let's just let karma take care of them on their terms, right?
I was young one time,
you know, because that's going to come back to you.
When I was that kid's age, I had a 79 Ford Highboy with glass packs on it, so I know exactly what he's going for. You know, I used to downshift it and just let him cackle down through town and shit. The thing was a beater, but I was young and having fun, you know.
Yeah, 73 Monte Carlo with 350, 2 barrel or 4 barrel. Hell yeah, with mags on the back.
$700.
Yeah, I had it too.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we all
not
had
bad.
it.
I had a 68 Camaro Super Sport. It had a 402 big block with a Muncie
Ooh,
four. Yeah, Muncie 4-speed. Had a Holly 750.
holy
Um,
shit. Lottery
yeah,
high
You
school.
just blew us all away. Yeah.
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
posi track rear end. That thing was a friggin' beast, man. That thing would fly. It got me more trouble than anything.
Oh, but that's a
But-
great car.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Man, so here's the thing with cars like that, they're a money pit, and at the time that was my driver. So that needs to be a toy car, like you park it in your garage and you take it out on the weekends. And I didn't have that luxury because I was coming out of high school, and then what happened was the tranny fried up on it. It seized up, and I didn't have the money to fix it. I'm just minimum wage back at the time and didn't have nowhere to go. And it sat. I had a relative. It sat out in our backyard. They lived out in the country, and it was kind of getting to the point where like I needed to do something with it because it'd been there for a few years and it was starting to get a little rot going on. I mean, nothing bad, but like it was. I had to do something with it, so I ended up selling it. I think I sold it for like 6,500 back at the time. And what I did was I bought my LASIK with that at the time. That was like the best transaction I ever did because I'm still 20/20 to this day, and I had terrible vision back then.
Great.
Nice trade up.
I do wish I still had it though. I might search around. I'd like to get like an old truck, like an '80s truck or something, and just just have it like a weekend project or something. Have it in the garage and get it sounding good and just cruise around.
I
Check
just
it
sold
out.
my
Yep.
88, man. I sold my 88 and got a 2020, and I don't really appreciate it. I miss my old truck and shifting gears and shit. Throwing shit in the back because I didn't care, It was a tank. It ran great. Easy to work on, carbureted.
It was pretty. It needed to be in Florida with maybe a young couple and surfboards in the back, painted just like the truck.
This new truck's all computers, man, and it sucks. It's not as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, my boss just bought a new truck for delivering like cabinets, and they had a recall on it. I don't remember. It's a Dodge or something, but he said the reason why is because it's like brand new 2024, whatever. The water gets up underneath into the handle controller, and it just drops the tailgate while you're on like driving around and shit if it gets wet. I'm like, it's all the electronic shit. That's the problem. Yep. Oh, car talk. Sorry.
Yeah, we pissed the chat off.
We need Z06 up in here.
Yeah. Let's do some. You want to look at some gardens here?
It's I got some seeds I want to give away too today. If we can, we can do two giveaways if you don't mind.
Dude,
we are so grateful that you're doing that for our listeners and for this community. Art, man, you're awesome.
I'm a horrible fucking friend. He told me and I forgot, Let me put it up there.
That's right.
Art's got a lot on his mind too.
Yeah, I'm working Sundays and shit.
We got a lot going on. We got a lot of balls up in the air. We're trying not to drop any, but like they're falling all around us.
Oh no, that sucks.
I panic a little bit, and I like got to pull myself back in. And I'll tell you, seed person, your cookies have kept me grounded and like sane through this whole endeavor that is happening to me right now. And I appreciate you so much. XYZ, your brownies get me through too. I appreciate you guys. This community is awesome. I just want to say that because I don't even know where I would be right now or what kind of state I'd be in if it wasn't for all you guys.
Yeah, it's a great community, isn't it? This shirt right here, Skunk gave me this, sent me this last week. So thanks a lot, buddy. Really nice.
So you gotta stand up.
Yeah, that's such an awesome shirt.
There you go.
That is so cool. Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely. By the way, dude, you got the best logo in the community. I love this one. I've always respected that. It's really cool.
I'm digging it.
Very cool.
Oh, it's great. It is. And while we're at it, I want to do show this little box my friend Monkey D got me. It's a mahogany box with a maple lid, and he sent me that this week. It's a stats box. It's great, man. And then he sent me a hitter box to go with it. So Thank you, buddy.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
That
Oh,
craftsmanship on that is gorgeous.
Like tiger maple up
Absolutely
there.
beautiful. Yeah, they call it. What the hell do they call it? They call it quilted maple, but we call it tiger maple here. So.
I can see why they. Yeah, and that mahogany and that maple looks good together, man. That
Oh, it's
thing's-
beautiful, but
it fits perfect.
thanks, buddy. This community is so generous. It is really. I mean, so fantastic.
What the hell was I doing?
Use
South
rolling
Carolina.
point.
No, I was gonna.
We're looking at some
Oh.
gardens.
Yeah,
Oh, Gardy. That's what you said.
I made it at the bottom, the ticker there. It says Artman giving away season. That's what it was. Okay.
You got it. You did it. So it's
Proud
gonna
of
be
you,
a
All
lucky
right.
day.
Oh, I got Artman on the screen. Here, you want to go first, Artman? You're already up there.
All right. That's fine. Let me.
Oh, I clicked the
Hang
wrong
on. I gotta
button.
get my stuff together here. I wasn't.
Take your time, man.
Take your time. Yeah.
Oh, I know what I got to do. While you're doing that, I'll set up the giveaway page. Maybe we'll do like one. We'll do a giveaway. You said two, right? Two giveaways.
Yeah,
We'll do one.
yeah.
One
Yeah, that'd be
block
great.
and
Maybe,
one,
yeah.
and one at 1:30. Is that okay, Art?
You got it. Sounds good to me.
Let's
There we
do it.
go. All right.
Give me 1 second. I'm on a different page. But I
You
can
go
still-
right ahead. Take care of that. While you're doing that, I'll show my fabulous Freak Brothers comic book from 1978. They're standing there. They got a whole field full of weed in the back. They're growing mushrooms in the front, and they have a helicopter shadow over their house.
Oh no!
Man, this guy, Fat Freddy's running out the back naked. So that's the fabulous Furry Freak Brothers from the 70s. So it's pretty funny.
That is really,
right.
really. You have that. I wanted to put them on the
A
big
friend of mine
screen.
gave me those. Friend
I just
passed
made
away a
it-
few years ago. He gave me his whole collection, so that was really cool.
That is really cool.
All right, here we have my perpetual flow that I keep alive for the wife, of course, and she'll be going. This is the Harlequin again. I just took 2 clones off of this. No, I might throw that one in the flower room too, because these the girls in the flower room aren't quite as big as I'm used to. They're like Junior and all those other. They took over this whole thing by this
Yeah.
point,
Nice.
and she's not quite as aggressive. So
She's
it's
pretty nice.
She's
so
beautiful butts.
Chunky.
that's my audio.
Good.
Great.
Good.
Excellent. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. She's got about, I don't know, 15 colas, I think, here. Maybe a little less.
They got some tight internodal spacing there. They're gonna finish filling that all the way in. Look at that. They're all tight.
I lollipopped all that. She filled in a little bit, but not too much. Honestly, I like to go a little further up than that, but it isn't
How much-
shooting up very fast. Though.
How much weeks now? How many?
This is, let's see, this would be 4 weeks, so it's got another 4, so it's going to be some big colas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna do pretty good, I think. And this is the medicine one. This is straight pain control. So, and I had 2 clones. You saw the one in there. That's my mom now, and I took a couple clones. This is the other one. This is a clone of that one. That one's a seedling. This is a clone. I'll lollipop it, but it's about 2 or 3 weeks behind the big one.
Look at it praying, man.
Yeah, it's doing good. I'll clean it all down below, but
Yeah.
it'll be kind of like the last batch I had with the black cherry cross. Except I had the mother in this plot and the clone was in the back. The clone didn't produce quite as much, but it's kind of similar. So, but yeah, they're doing pretty good though. I like it. I'm happy.
You should be.
It's
They look
colder.
good, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
colder than it fell out, so this mini split is now kicking into heat. It's a heat pump. So
Sweet.
I'm liking that. Yep.
Really
Well,
nice.
The humidity is really low though. in a lot. Well, in my basement, shit, it's about 30 something in my veg area. It's you get down in the 40s in here, so. But it's looking pretty good though. All right.
Hey, when you put that thing in the summer, you wasn't thinking about the heat pump. It's nice to have now, huh?
I certainly was thinking about the heat pump, my friend. 'Cause
That's nice.
I've been using that. Now,
Yeah.
oil-filled heaters are good. Don't get me wrong; they work really good.
Oh,
They're
they
more
do.
consistent than like one of those little box heaters, ceramic heaters.
Yeah, a lot more efficient too.
Yeah, those cycle a lot. You know, they turn on off a lot with the little fans. But
Hey, you guys
All right.
remember a clothing store called Pacific Sunwear back in the 90s? Because that's the logo they used right back there behind him.
The sun.
Yeah, that's the Pacific Sunwear logo. That's
I
pretty
like
cool.
the sun and moon. I like the sun and moon thing. They're pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
like that.
me too. That's really awesome.
What else did we want to ask him about? One other thing I was going to ask him.
Well, I might want to mention the. I have actually. I started a Art Man's Grow Room show as a backup to this. If you guys ever drop out, I had trouble seeing some of the controls, but I've struggled through it, and I finally got it working. So I think I can make it work. You guys saw me on a few days ago. Had a bunch of people. Thanks for everybody in the chat too. There was a lot of people showed up, and it was pretty cool. Still getting used to it, but yeah. So that's what's kind of a backup. If you guys, I know Crispy's going to have surgery, so
Yeah,
if you have to drop out, I'm sure you will. So
I put Artman's YouTube link up there. Everybody go sub up and set those reminders because Smut's definitely.
Plus, Heartman does randoms too, like just different times.
Yeah.
Jump on, smoke a joint for an hour or whatever. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I don't really have any kind of a set schedule. It's not really that. I don't plan on setting up a show like yours or Rick's or something, but I do like dropping in on early mornings and stuff when there are a lot of people around, but there are no shows. So I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to, don't want to crowd anybody, but I want to back up for you guys. So
I think anybody that knows you knows that you wouldn't be doing it from a malice point or anything. If you want to have a show, I say go for it. The more the merrier. I think you'd be great at having a show. I think you could pick times where, like you said, nobody's having one, and I think it'll fall into place if that's what you want. Because I think we sucked we still have troubles. You guys see, we fuck up all the time, but I couldn't even.
I need a producer. Rick has little E-Bud. He's a producer. He carries that show because he knows computers. I don't, I have trouble. I'm struggling through don't get me wrong. I'm getting the controls and stuff and I'm getting to it, but it's tough. I respect you for doing that too. Both you and Crispy. Because it's not easy for someone who's we're not naturally computer oriented.
Who do we know that knows computers?
Not me.
I've had people step up and say if I need any help. I mean, there's a few people in the community that's already done that. So, and I appreciate that, guy, because I will.
Oh, we've come a long way too from the help of this community.
Weed Nerd and Puffy D were real integral in helping us make our logos. Get
our show up and running.
We
did that all together.
We started with. Them guys showed us how to do the Zoom and create an email to use for that. I didn't know any of that stuff. If it wasn't for Weed Nerd and them guys and a few other people helped us out.
Yeah, we don't want to leave anybody out. You know who you are and help us out. We are so grateful.
I just think it's fun to go places and smoke and talk about weed or whatever. And especially like you said, sometimes early in the morning, there's really no one around. And I think a lot of us are smoking a joint before we had to work and shit. I think an early morning show would do great, especially if someone had the time to do it pretty much on a regular basis,
And you always bring in those awesome, great weed vibes. That's the most important thing, Art Man. You got a lot of love, and You're such an awesome person.
We must drool. That's my little saying down below says. I try. Sometimes it's hard, man. You know, life is hard. It really throws you for a loop once in a while. So
Oh
I hope I
yeah,
keep it up, you know.
most definitely.
Welcome, Sled. Wait a minute. Is there
Sled?
2 seed persons?
Yeah, he's multiplying. That's crazy.
Yes.
Does one of them have dreadlocks?
I
That's
left you.
crazy. I had to jump out because my thing froze up on me.
Oh, I thought we got a clone because tell me it wouldn't be an awesome world if we could like have 10 of seed persons.
No, what happened was is somebody spoofed somebody else, and I thought it was like Collective Mary Jane trying to get into this show. I let them in, and it was a flasher, and I was like, wait a minute, and then someone told me that they could do that. I was like, why did it say Collective? Or I don't know who it was, but I was like,
yeah, it was someone that we knew in the community and knew that wasn't them.
I was like,
obviously.
wait a minute, I don't think that's them.
I've seen your twigs and berries, and that's not them.
Oh,
What did Jay Bond say? I've seen your dick. I'm not being on the same show with you.
Right, I remember that.
That was cold.
Oh god. I'm back out of that one.
That's yours. That you're up next, Jace.
Are those from popping on New Year's Eve? Are those
They
the
are.
ones-
Yeah,
Wow.
I had a really good. I had 100% germination rate on that. I actually popped. Let's see. So I had those 2 Queen of the South that they weren't popping open. They weren't getting any radicals. They sunk. So I put them in the can, and those 2 weren't popping. So I got a little anxious, and I popped a couple more Goth Girls and Amy Wine Cheese just to fill in case those 2 didn't make it, but they ended up making it. So I got quite a bit of seeds going on here. Let's see if I can get this off of that guillotining.
You should show him your seed thing too before you're done.
Kings and queens and guillotines. I've cut plants like that before, man. Chopped a real good one right off, and that was sick, dude.
Yeah, but
damn.
let me see if I can get this light on. Hang on just a second.
Take your time, man. Make it how you want. That I like that little dome with them 2 light bars in it.
Yeah, they're nice. I have one. I like it, but I've already switched off it.
Man, you do got a basketball team rolling.
I do, man. This is so these are the 2 Queen of the South I just popped. So they're the farthest behind. This just came in yesterday. This is Goth Girl, and this is the 2nd round of seeds I just popped. So it's up and running before all the other ones were. And then these are all Amy Wine Cheese. I've got Gelato 41, and then Peyote Forum. And these are a couple more Amy Wine Cheese, and these are all Goth Girls. These first 4.
All reds.
Nice.
Very nice.
Are they all reds?
I had 3 feminized. Let's see. It's the Peyote Forum and the Gelato 41. Oh, I had this one. I think it's Gelato Biscotti. Maybe I've got a map of it saved somewhere, so I know which one's which. But yeah, I'm liking them in this. I put them in this little clone tent. I got them off my table behind me, so I could free up some space. I had to put my herbs now over there. I got that last 3 plants in here drying now.
Oh,
So this
nice.
is rolling along. I like this because I can put this right here on my countertop and dry my weed in this little tiny spot right here. I might get a second one at one point because I got this one pretty loaded down, and I think I only had 1 or 2 more spacers left. So we'll just have to wait and see.
So how's the smoke report from the first round so far? I know it's still fresh, but pretty good.
Man, also I haven't tried it yet. I've got it curing Yeah, I've got it curing right now. I like to go at least a couple weeks on the cure before I really
Kudos
dip
to
into
you
it.
for having the stick to itiveness not to try it until it's ready, because I always fail. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Me. I like to taste it and then watch it change too. You know.
See, I don't want to like taste it too soon and then I get ruined on it. Like, oh fuck, that's nasty. I don't want to smoke that. And then
Dude,
you
you
know,
can
like
smoke it. You can smoke it right out of the herbs now. I do it. It's amazing. It tastes great. It keeps all the terpenes, and then it just keeps getting better. But it's not going to taste bad out of the herbs now.
I tell you what, when I did that first batch, man, they were so crispy taking that. I've never felt weed that crispy. I've never dried it that long before.
But then you put it in the jar, and then it kind of evens out the moisture.
Yeah, it bounces right back, probably like in a day or two. And I put that Bluetooth hygrometer in one of my jars, and it's like right at 62% right now. It's like 61 point whatever. Yeah, it's like spot on. This is gonna be my edible. No, this is that purple panty dropper.
Okay.
But this was my smallest plant as far as bud yield. I mean, this one just didn't do anything. It smells great though. It looks great. Super tricky. So I hope I can get some decent smoke out of it, but I'll probably make more edibles out of that than anything. And then I had, let's see if I can get this off here. Yeah, this is a Trop Cherry. It's pretty good sized buds on that.
Yeah.
But when you load this in, you got to put the fat buds in the middle. Otherwise, it'll get too tall for the side. See how it sticks up over the side? And then you'll smoosh it that next row coming up top.
Yeah.
That's probably my only gripe about this. I wish these trays were a little bit thicker, because I end up losing a whole row out each time because I got to put a divider in between. See, there's nothing here. That's just a plastic spacer. That's all that is. Yeah, I love this thing so far. Time will tell when I smoke on it, but I think it's going to be great. And then I cleaned this tin out. This one's ready to go. Got it. I got to wipe down my fans and the walls in here. I'm doing a reset right now, but I moved my plumbing over, so I got this other tent ready to go too. Got it plumbed in.
Can I ask you what you use to wipe down your walls of your tent? What's your cleaning solution preference?
I usually start off with like some warm soapy water to get the heavy stuff off, and then I'll come back with some type of bleach solution, like either like a Clorox wipe that has bleach in it or like a spray to really disinfect it.
Cool.
Good. Cocoa ready, the buffered cocoa.
Nice. I like that it says buffered, because that sucks to buffer.
I know. I don't know how well it's buffered, but last time I didn't pre-buffer it. Honestly, like I don't think I'll pre-buffer anymore unless it's bagged cocoa moving forward. Yes, this has been great so far. I'm really happy with how everything started so far on this run. So I'm really looking forward to how it'll go. I'll have to kill off some of these plants at some point. That's the bad thing about rigs. I got to wait for a while, but we'll see. I'll probably end up tossing some. I don't want to plant all these. I mean, I got way too many here. I'm only supposed to have 6, and I probably got twice that much.
You like the new hydrometer? Hygrometer.
Yeah, so I bought 3. They came in a 3-pack. These are these little. I think Smott's got one too. These Govies.
Yep.
Yeah, you got an app, and it all syncs up to it. They're really accurate. I like them. I got one in here inside this, and I got one in my blueberry muffin I just trimmed. So I'm just trying to get more data points. I bought another one too, and it has a remote sensor you can mount outside your house, so it tells you the outside temperature and humidity, kind of like a little weather station. It's supposed to come in today.
Having that Govy attached to my phone makes me feel highly automated and smart.
It does. It's cool how you can just sit there and check it out on your phone. Don't have to get up out of your chair.
Yeah, I'm like, look at me. I'm automated. XY ain't got shit on me, dog.
It really is nice to see like the spikes and stuff, to see exactly, because it'll break it down into a chart where, you can be like, oh, we need to check this during the night because we're seeing spikes in our humidity or whatever. I think it's a cool tool to have. And the American one has joined us. Cheers, buddy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Charles.
Tal, what's happening, man?
Not too much. I did finally wet some seeds.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, me for your tent.
Yeah, eventually. Yep, exactly.
Hey, Jace, you're still on the big screen. Did you want to show anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Cool. I didn't want to
Looking
take it
good.
down.
Yes, indeed.
Even they're saying in the chat, nice setup, super clean.
Yep. Oh, by the way,
Gorilla
somebody was saying in chat that Gorilla doesn't recommend bleach for their tents because it messes with the mylar. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
bleach leaves a film behind.
Yeah,
too,
someone told me, like, because I was with you too. Okay, Jason, I've used bleach in the past, and someone told me not to do that because of the residue, that I should use like hydrogen peroxide solution
or alcohol, something
or alcohol.
evaporates
Yeah,
quickly.
rubber or
Rubber alcohol comes from rubber.
Well, that's better because I got that food grade hydrogen peroxide. So, do you know how much you dilute it down to?
Yeah, put like per gallon. I believe it's 100 milliliters or 50. I'm not. I think it's 50.
Of the 34%.
Yeah, that was 32. So
Probably
maybe
about the same. Yeah.
Somebody's feeling better, Kyle.
Yeah, she's all better. I'm so happy.
She's excited about the seeds in front of her too. Like, is she gonna help you pick out? Are you growing all of those?
Yeah, well, this is what I got wet. There was one seed each of these. I got cookies and cream, feminized, OG Kush Fem, BCN Critical XXL Fast, which I think is a critical Kush, but I don't know. But I like the XXL Fast part. We'll try that. Super Skunk, Northern Lights, and White Widow.
Nice.
And these are from Seed Stocker. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about them, but I had so many seeds that grow 420.
Everything we ever grew from Grow Room 420 was freaking great.
And those guys are awesome. They hooked me up a long time ago, so there was only one seed of each, so I got them in here, and we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Oh, you're already domed up.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My way, and I put my little paper towel on them. I just did it last night though, so they probably.
Hold on, I never seen a paper towel on them before. I never seen that before. What's the premise here?
Oh, so like, yeah, I showed you the last time. You just must have. No, you must have been there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Did I go to the bathroom or something?
So basically,
Buckmore.
When I've started seeds in the past, sometimes they'll crack and then they won't. The root tip won't go into the soil and they'll dry out on the top of the dirt or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just put a and I last time I showed you, I just make a little divot. I don't even. Well, you can't really see, but I didn't even bury it. I just like drop it in there and put the wet paper towel over it. And I wet my soil with tap water, and then I come in with when I put the seed in, I use bottled water, spring water. And I just dribble it on there, you know. But yeah, so the weight of the paper towel, when the seed pops, the weight of the paper towel will hold it in place and force the root to go down. And then when I see the little paper towel lifting up, then I know that the seeds are cracked and ready to go.
Yeah, that would keep the helmet head real nice and moist too.
Plus, you could look at it and you could see, you know, if they came out when you take the paper towel off. You know, if you get seeds that don't crack, you'll be able to find them easy too. So that's what I'm doing there. And then, yeah, the light's off right now, but these things are filled in pretty drastically.
Can you turn it sideways, maybe?
Yes, I can do anything.
Boom.
Nice.
Boy,
those are beautiful.
Oh.
Some of these chunks really filled in. I'm impressed. Let me see if I can find that one.
They're starting to fold up like a cheap suit on you, aren't they?
Heavy.
Well, no, I folded them over because they didn't fit right, but the nugs are filling in everywhere, and there's frosty. You know, maybe I'll just click the light on. Let me see if I can click the light on.
Ooh, yeah, they are cool. That light's really pumping.
Wow. I moved. Oh, here it is. I moved it out of the light because I didn't want it to get. Yeah, I
Okay.
have this one bent over and it's
Chunky.
How long you got?
I don't know, these are autos. I'm letting them go as long as they have to, but yeah. In the
You
past,
probably don't know how many days from seed you are, huh?
I'm not sure. But yeah, some of them are looking more happy than others. The ones back there, I think, got a little dried out. You see the, let me get the. I know I got the glasses here somewhere.
Yeah, it was nice at first until that thing heated up. It took about 2 seconds for the light to heat up, and then it just went all green on us.
Yeah. Now I can't see my glasses anywhere either. All right. Well. Yeah,
Don't leave that light on too long. You don't want them to harm.
Well, the autoflowers, should they
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It might hurt them. I don't know, but yeah.
Those are autos, everybody.
Yeah, I was under like the impression that, they're not photosensitive. So, but you want to adhere to their schedule if they're on a schedule, but I don't think that you have the same risk.
I like to think plants are cyclical, so they have a cycle they go through, and if we disrupt that too much, it could fuck with them, I think, stress them out, maybe. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. What happened?
Galaxy, those are
I was just looking for the glasses. I can't find them. Shit.
I knew when you were throwing all those seeds in that room is going to be jam-packed, that closet of yours, and it really is. You did a great job.
Well, I don't know about that, but they're definitely going to be some good smoke, and yeah, I really wanted you to guys see this one, man. This thing is frosty as fuck, but I can't get the glasses, so you can't really. But yeah, there's a lot of nugs in there. Oh yeah,
Yes,
my hands
there
are all
are.
sticky now.
Yes, it's an HPS light if he's using.
What did you just say, Cal? Your hands are. You better not be touching those buds, buddy. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah. grab the stem. Don't grab the bud.
What's the matter with you?
Can you see that little piece right there? It's frosty as fuck.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It very much is. They look greasy, man.
They're going to be
greasy.
Great medicine.
So yeah, that's about
What's
it.
it smell like?
Yeah.
What's it smell like in there?
Smells like weed. I can't exactly put my nose on it, but it's definitely starting to smell. Definitely.
Nice.
Brian 420 brought up a good point. He wrote, "Isn't DLI still a thing with autos?" And I know a lot of people disagree with my take on this, but this is how I see it. Daily light integral is pretty much just a measurement of how much light your plant has received in a 24-hour period. Not really a prescription on how much it can take. So if you give your autos 24 hours of light and all other factors are correct, they'll continue to photosynthesize the whole time. So going by DLI can get people in trouble because under those standards, I could blast my plants with 15,000 umils for 2 hours, shut the light off the rest of the day, and everything would be great. And it just, that's a little extreme, but you get what I'm saying. I never understood how DLI actually applies to growing other than getting data from yesterday's grow or yesterday's 24-hour period, because it can change,
Yeah, but there's only, the plant can only use so much, right?
Right. So
if you don't know that, how much it could use, then yeah, I guess it's kind of useless, right? But if you know how much,
I mean, if you want to give your plants 1,000 umils, because photosynthesis happens on a second-by-second basis. As long as all parameters are correct for that second, bam, you'll get peak photosynthesis. You keep lining those up. You can go 24 hours with 1,000 humals. And if you do that math, that would be your DLI. But somebody else, somebody else might run CO2 and be able to do more than that. So where's the DLI? It's simply a measurement of what you gave your plants in the last 24-hour period.
Yeah, because according to this, they're saying like 40, a DLI of 40 is like the max you want to give them per day without CO2.
Yeah.
Yeah, DLI is kind of like BPD. I mean, you can run numbers that are crazy. Like, okay, like you're trying to point out, like I can give it 1,200 umoles per second, and then that might burn your plant right up. And your DLI might be correct. It might say like, oh yeah, you're only giving it 35 units.
You're giving it 40 moles a day, I can give it 40 moles a day in 2 hours,
Yeah, but your plant can't handle that. So
exactly. And I know that's an extreme thing, but there's a line. I'm sorry, seed person. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. All right.
I always
sorry.
Somebody go ahead.
It's that delay. All right, listen. It's like baking cookies. This is the best analogy that I was able to come up with in the last couple minutes while you guys were talking about it. You can bake cookies low and slow, and you'll still get a decent cookie. It's not going to be the same as if you bake it at a higher temperature for a shorter amount of time, but you can give it too little temperature, and you can give it too much temperature. You have to stay within a range. And if you stay within that range, no matter if you give it a lot of light for, a shorter amount of time, like within that range, that it'll still perform well. Like that's what I would say 12-12 with optimum umoles would be. But you could also give it underlit for 24 hours if it's an autoflower, and it'll still do its thing, because that's what I used to do. I had a shitty light, but I would give it 24 hours and I would get decent results. At least that's my personal feeling on it.
Agreed. I agree. And I think DLI should come with an extra set of data points, which would be, this is the PPFD I had for this many hours of lights on, which at that point, you could just figure it out yourself. Oh, yeah, that was a good lung buster there. Let's go look at XYZ stuff.
Hold on a sec. I'm just moving my light over. Okay. I'm back. So, yeah, I got bad news. This plant right here had nanners on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is that the goth girl?
Nope.
No way. I thought the goth girl was going to be the one that was unstable.
No,
you said that,
no.
I was immediately like, shit.
No,
still have time, though.
I found the culprit. It's the damn AC Infinity fan. I don't know why they put lights on it. Normally I tape them up with black tape, but I didn't realize the tape wasn't on it. So my fault, my bad. It wasn't her bad, just some light herming. So I've been picking at it, but I don't know. Should that plant go?
Nope.
Nope.
Do they keep coming back?
It's the first time I've noticed. I'm getting ready to trim it up. If you look down here, the lower's just, overgrown. About time.
Was any of them opened up yet?
No, not that I've seen.
Oh, you might get lucky.
Just keep plucking, man. Keep plucking them off, because you might
Just
only
keep plucking.
You may not get any more. You might only get.
Or
you might get one more
just take those bud sites.
Yeah.
If it's from that light on the fan, you shouldn't get any more if you sealed it up, right?
Yeah, I sealed it up. It should be that should fix it. I mean,
can I just make a point that AC Infinity is a cannabis growing company, and they put a fucking light on their fan that's supposed to go in the tent with the plants?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What the hell? Are you serious? That's so shitty and stupid.
Boycott AC Infinity.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Jace is
Give
on
him shit
a
anyway.
yeah. Jace is not very happy with them. So, anyways, I tried dimming. I had the lights dimmed, but now they're back up at full blast. But yeah, Campy's coming in nice. There's the goth girl right there. Let's see if we can get in on her. Yeah,
Beautiful.
we're in day 20 of flowers, so since split.
Nice.
So yeah, they got a little bit more to go. but they're coming in, starting to get some buds, so always makes me happy. And then we got the other tank, and this might take me a second, and if I lose you, I'm sorry.
That's
If I can
okay. You
I
take
might
your
have
time.
That's looking great, XYZ.
Thank you. Let's
This
see
looks
here.
fire, a new set of snow tars.
Here, you guys can watch the dose or do nothing while I set up the open up the other tank.
Hey, you know what? Good point. Thank you, Kingfisher. See, it's like without I would be lost here.
Without the chat,
Without my friends. Let's put while we're waiting. XYZ. I'm not cutting you off.
Yeah.
You're doing something right. I'm gonna put.
I'm trying to open my tank. I got the other thing that sucks about AC Infinity is they have like a little liner on the inside, and sometimes the zipper gets stuck over it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a real son of a gun. While you're doing that, why don't we chop it up with a giveaway here? Thanks to our buddy Art Man. And what we'll do is put it up there, let it ride till about 1 o'clock, and then we'll yank it.
Good luck, everybody.
I got
OC Growers
hear what we got?
Genetics. Awesome.
I was gonna say,
Yep.
here, let's put
Let's.
I can't. I got the Goth Girl. I can't really read the printing is too small, so the seed person will have to fill you in on the.
It's Platinum
genetics.
Float times Green Crack times Nightmare Cookies.
Thank you.
Sweet.
And then I got a pack of. I got.
Girl out there too. That's awesome.
And we got a pack of Zuzi Banger from OC Grower. That is the cross of the blue Zuzi, too much Zuzi, and lime Banger. It's a candy lime, not a citrus lime. So anyway, I got this, and I'm going to give away two, one of each, and 2 giveaways. So there you go.
Awesome. That is awesome. Good luck, everyone.
There it is. It's a little bit 2 words. It's kind of a dickhead move, but I figured he deserves it, man. He's always bringing seeds here, and we wanted to make sure to say thanks, Art.
Thanks, Art. That's awesome.
You're welcome. Well, you got to realize, though, folks, these are from OC Grower and from Seed Person. I'm a middleman, so those are the guys you need to thank and get back to if you grow them. So they like to hear a report on how they do.
Hell yeah.
Thanks,
awesome community. Thanks, everyone, for being here and hanging out. And this is awesome. Good weed vibes.
We'll let that. Hey, whenever you're ready, XYZ, we got to get back to your tent. But I figure while we're in the middle here, we'll let them.
Yeah, go ahead. I just got it open, but it can wait.
We got 70 folks here. That's a lot of people. Good luck, everybody.
Your odds are great for getting these great genetics.
Welcome, Eugene Martin, new person to the channel. The wrench is there so you can share your links. And then you can go follow other people's links, because if you have that wrench, it'll say go to channel when you click on other people's stuff. You go there and sub to them. Make sure everybody subs to Art Man. He's been doing some lives and some spontaneous lives, and he's getting to know his Eve mucks a little better. So subscribe. My wife just put the link up. Make sure you check it out.
Yes, I also put the Instagram link up. If you're the lucky winner, that's how you get a hold of Art Man. And I'll put that up periodically.
International too.
Look at thank you, Lobster. Somebody has to keep the youthful exuberance in chat.
That's right.
Thanks, Fart. No, that's a towel giveaway. Thanks, Fart.
Yeah. Seed person is being a bad man. You punk.
These guys, you can't take them nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm
in a wrench.
I got the face of a 30-year-old, the joints of a 90-year-old, and the mind of a 12-year-old.
In the body of a dad.
That's why we love you.
Your dad and a half.
You're a class act, Seed
That's
person.
for real.
You're suave and debonair. I've been friends with you for a while, and I ain't got a crossword to say about you. At least not when you're around. Woo! Just kidding, buddy. XYZ. What's this?
This
Those
is the
are-
New Year's. Yeah, the New Year's Grow Challenge.
Nice.
I should have said what strains.
On the right, the two on the right are Trop Cherry crossed with what was that? I'm trying to think.
Gold Cash Gold.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, nice.
And then
I got that
on
one.
the left are feminized wedding cakes. They're all feminized.
Sweet.
That's why I'm only doing 4. I don't want to fill this tent up with a bunch of plants that I have to chop down. Because the
Looking
4x2s. Well, thank you. I don't know what you're gonna do there, Jace. You got a whole bunch of seeds, but at least you got 2 open tents. So
Yeah, that's kind of why I did that, to have some options there, especially with that clone tent. That gives me a little playground there to move stuff around in, to hold
Yep.
stuff if I need to. Be like seed person one day with all the cool shit.
yes, you'll be growing stuff and we'll be trying it out for you. So yeah, I'm excited about these plants right here. Hope they take off. They're looking pretty good for only being less than a week old. So not quite as good as some of yours are looking though, Jace. Yours are like practically almost lifting the cover off the dome.
Yeah, that's wild to see how like you get some of them lanky ones and you get some that just barely pop up above the root right there, and they've already got leaves coming up. So I turned the light up a little bit in mine. I had it down lower. That light's, I don't know, it's a little janky in there. You know how it is as far as readings. It's not very uniform. So I'm kind of waiting for them to get big enough to where I can take them out of that and just put them under the regular light and that clone tent, that bypass specter that you let me have or borrow, whatever.
Yeah, it's yours, man. I don't have no use for it. But the thing that's cool is I popped my lid like a day ago just to try to get them acclimated to the actual tent. But yeah, I took out the heater except for this heater in the corner that keeps the tent warm. But
Okay, I was going to do that, but I've got some seeds that started after that, so they're still kind of behind. But I'm hoping the next few days I can do the same thing. Maybe start getting them transplanted into some bud cups.
Yeah, and then you got that thing.
Oh, I hit the wrong button and took him off. Hold on, X-Bot. Let me put you back in.
Smart fat fingers.
I slammed him right off.
Oops.
Oh, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see all the water forming on it because it's when I close the door, the tent's so damn humid that it's it actually forming water on the pipe.
That's the AC Infinity one?
Yeah, it's the T7.
Yeah, so they said on that not to do a downward angle on that, and that's why, because the water will drip out. So keep that pointed vertical the whole time, and if it condensates, it'll go back to your humidifier.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to do. I mean, I guess I could feed it up from the bottom, but then I have to make something to support it. And yeah.
I just zip tied mine to the pole. I got it. I can show you if you want to put me back on.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm coming.
But the weird part, it's not condensating on the inside. Normally what happens is it when it bends down, the condensation will collect in there and it'll drip on the inside of the pipe coming out. This is actually condensating on the pipe on the outside. Oh, okay.
So I just zip tied it in between my 2 fans, and those 2 fans will blow it across the tent really good.
I'll have to check that out, see if I can't do the same thing.
Yeah, and it just comes in down there, and then right there at the front. The humidifier is.
Be anything. It's because of the moisture coming out of your humidifier is much cooler than the temperature in your tank. So you're getting condensation on the outside of your pipe, inside the tent only, right?
Yep. Yeah. On the other side, the outside of it, it's bone dry.
So can't you? Couldn't you change? maybe if you used warm water. Is that
that's
dumb?
kind of impossible because these humidifiers,
Yeah.
number one, they're huge as fuck. Let me see if I can.
There. Hold on, I'm coming. It's going to sit there and come to room temperature regardless. But yeah, I see how. And you know, Jace, when I think of him laying that sideways, like vertical, or you said vertical, not horizontal. I was thinking if he lays it down, it's going to get trapped in the little troughs and start growing like mold and shit. You know, so you'd want it vertical, but the other way. Instead of it being vertical with the bottom open, be vertical with the top open.
Well, if it goes back down the way that they designed them, if it goes back into the thing, it's okay because what it'll do is it'll splash back in the bottom tank. And the bottom tank's where the discs are for the humidifiers, the ultrasonic disc.
Yep.
But it says don't dump the water in there because what will happen is if you fill it through that center port where the tube comes out, you'll overflow the bottom part where the water actually gets humidified.
There's a hole inside of it.
Atomized or whatever it is.
Yeah, humidifies, atomized, ultrasonified. I don't know the word. Anyways, but yeah, it'll overflow and then it'll start coming out the sides of the bottom part where the tank could actually humidifies the water. Because the storage tank's separate. It has a little like little float valve to where when you put it in, it'll float up and it'll stop the water from coming in from the tank. But if you fill it up from the center, so it can take some water through the tube, you just can't be dumping it all through the tube.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Yeah.
Go ahead. What was you going to say first? You think what?
I'm gonna rearrange it like Jace's got it. That's a good idea, Jace, because I don't like how it comes up over my light and comes down. Because my light, if I want my light higher than that tube, I can never do it. Or if I want to lower the light down to closer to my plants, if the tube's above it, then it starts dripping on my lights. I don't like that.
Yeah, because I had that set up pretty much the same way. I had it going up over my light, and then I had it angled back down, not quite a 90, but at least pointed down like yours was, and it was dripping on my plants every now and then. And it was the same situation. You run out of slack on that tube.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like it's a lot better like that. I didn't like putting it like that to begin with because it's real close to a plant that's in that corner by it. But with those fans right there, it blows it fast enough to where it's not really just wafting humidity on that one plant. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm making that mod right now. I like it so much. Good idea.
I'm going to take you guys' word for it that you definitely don't want a drip coming out of the end of your hose. Duly noted. And we're going to go ahead and pick the thanks art.
Yeah, if you haven't got in on this giveaway, now's your chance. With the 26 entries, your odds are very good. So
60 people here. And there's another one coming up. Art Man got duplicate seeds. He got 2 sets of the same stuff. Is that right, Art?
So if you don't win this one, another one coming in.
Nice.
No need to enter twice, right?
We'll have to have. Should we keep the same thing, or we do the second one?
Sure, why not?
And then what we'll do is it'll keep the same person from winning, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's what it
does.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want one twice.
Cool. All right, you. I have a ring.
Don't beat me, please. Don't beat me.
You guys ready? Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Oh,
Cheers.
Congrats.
He just thanked me for giving the seeds away. So there you go. That is karma. Instant karma, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Kingfisher, you was close, man. Woo, you was real close.
You have a second chance, so
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Sir Hunt the Law. How do we want how do we want to connect with you? Or do you want to use Instagram?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and put that up there, Crispy? That'd be great.
Yes.
If he has one. If he doesn't have Instagram, we can figure it out. It may take a little longer, but I always make sure they get to the person. So
It really
If
happens.
they don't have
Congratulations.
Instagram, they can email me and I can relay it to you if they'd like, or if you'd like. This is my
That'd be
email,
great.
seedperson1@gmail.com.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me back, man.
Okay,
Sure.
that's better.
It is better. What do you think, Jace? Is that Jace approved?
Looks sexy.
Okay.
I liked it. I like it much better this way, man.
It's like one of those cool mist things on the sidelines, like at a football game. You know, the fan that blows the water on the people and cool them down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, nice. Look at the amount. Huh. I need that.
What? That humidifier? It's a nice one.
It is.
3 gallons.
Sweet.
3
I don't
gallons
like-
of water.
I don't know
I've got
how
their
to do
little
this,
brother.
You'd have to hit the draw again,
but I don't know how to put it up there so people can type in the word "thanks, Art Man" for another 20 minutes or whatever. You know, like new people coming in.
Good.
Shit.
You can do it whatever way you want. You can start over if you want. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't have to.
Whatever's easy.
I'm on this
Whatever's
screen.
easy for you, bud.
Yeah,
can do
we're gonna
that.
have to do it again. That's my bad, gang. I don't know how to use it twice in a row.
Don't worry about it. I don't even know how to use it. So I've got they have a wheel on EV Mux, but I haven't figured it out yet. So it's a giveaway wheel instead of, what you
Giveaway
got.
wheel.
Yeah, it's a little like Wheel of Fortune kind of thing, or whatever. Everybody's
Hey.
name up there and it spins it.
I got 2 fake teeth, man. I had to get some dental work done to get them teeth replaced. Am I talking funny?
No.
Didn't
No.
notice.
Wouldn't known if you didn't say anything.
Okay.
Probably not.
I've been trying to like really be careful, so I didn't talk.
Do you like them? Do they look nice?
Yeah, they're all right, but
Hey, the new grill is great, man. I have a bunch of money in my front teeth too, so it's nice.
teeth. I have bad teeth, man. Like they're presentable, but they got fillings. They don't use metal fillings no more. Shit, I don't want to change the subject. I just want to make sure. That
Oh, you're talking good.
My enunciation. Yeah, it said spin again, Kingfisher. It did say draw again, but it didn't give me no way to get that name off the screen and put the words "thanks Art" back up so people could go get. So I didn't know how to do that part. I could easily draw again, like if that person wasn't here or if they had already won and we wanted to do someone else, I could have clicked draw again.
I think Smot's concerned about the people that are showing up and they want to have a chance to get in on the second round of giveaway. If you weren't here for the first one, he wants to make sure that you can definitely get in on the second one. And if everybody has to type in it again,
Yeah,
we're gonna make your fingers exercise today.
Oh, my poor finger. I don't think I can type anymore.
Make it real easy, like 3 letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm not
Right?
gonna
It don't get much easier than that. Oh, come on.
easy. Here, how's this?
The
for
wife
you?
likes the Trop Cherry mix. She likes it as much as she liked Bambalam, so
Nice.
yeah, it's good. And by the way, Jace, you said you run out of keef. I took a couple of ounces of Bambalam bud and used it for keef. You get a lot in the trim bin. So if you got a lot of flour, dried flour, turn it into keef.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
an idea.
easy.
It works good. There's a lot of keef in dried flour, you know. And that stuff that's left over, you can also use for. I mean, I could roll a joint of that, and it still got me high in the morning. So
That's what I need to get. It's a good trim bin. I don't have anything. I'm friggin' trimming in a Tupperware container right now.
It's nice, and for dry sift, it's really nice. You can do real good on your trim and everything. You can get a lot.
I always wanted to do this for a giveaway one for myself and write "Smod is the greatest," and that way I could watch 80 people type "Smod is the greatest" and be like, I'll start taking screenshots of it, sharing it. Like, look, everybody loves me. I'm just kidding.
Smod's the greatest.
Yeah,
Smod's the fairest one of them all.
the greatest grower.
Narcissism. We love that narcissism.
Yeah, but art
It would be
rules.
a whole sentence. Oh, that's funny.
Does the wrench work on the host?
It might.
I don't know how that works. I doubt it. Why would they do that?
Hey, you guys want to hear something crazy?
Not here to use the smack on.
Okay, crazy. What's up?
Dude,
Yeah.
Caveman just pointed this out to me. I wasn't paying attention to any tracking, but I looked it up, and I sent a package to Michigan November 27th, and it got to the Michigan area like November 30th, and it's just been bouncing from USPS like one facility back to the other, back to the other, back to the other, back to the other for a month now, and I've never seen anything like that. That's fucking crazy. And I saw a bunch of articles about like USPS workers are now like stealing packages. They have like crime rings that have infiltrated like the federal mail system, and like they're just like organizing these package thefts. They're stealing credit cards and checks and shit. Like, yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, sorry to derail. We were just talking about that, and I just looked at it, and I've never seen anything like that.
I know that.
I did. I sent Scrubs painting, but he moved and it was lost in the mail for about a month. Yeah, painting. Oh. So that was kind of traumatic, but it made it. So, but I don't know. I never heard of anything like that. Well, where there's profit, somebody's going to steal or do something.
Yeah, the one I got about to you was supposed to make it today, and it's delayed, and it's in some facility right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, by the way.
I checked the delivery.
Art rules.
True that.
Oh, geez.
Don't press it yet. Don't press it yet. I gotta type it in.
What did Brian 420 put in? Oh, fart mules.
Yeah, we've sent some gifts out that were guaranteed to be on time for Christmas, and they didn't get there until like the 3rd of January, just 2 days ago or something. One was a chia pet. You guys know that. That's a good indoor gardening gift, for somebody. If they know you love gardening, they kind of.
One of the people in the office has they have a Bob Ross chia pet.
That's what I wanted to know. Which one do you have, Smart? Which one did you get?
Oh, I sent one as a gift. It was Sonic.
No, which one was it though?
Sonic the Hedgehog. It was for a young man, and I was teaching him how we were teaching him how to make soil. And when we was growing our tomatoes, he was very fascinated with that. He likes smashing them off of the brick wall. And he was helping me clean up the yard. He was throwing in the compost, and every time he threw something in, he would scream out, "Next year's dirt, next year's dirt." And it was cool. He was like learning. So I sent him a Sonic the Hedgehog chia pet. My wife and I thought that would be a good gift.
That's great. I haven't seen this gift of the Sonic. That's great, man. Encouraging him.
Encourage him when he's young to grow.
Yep.
Indoors and out.
and let him understand where his food comes from, or where it should come from, I guess. If I only knew then what I know now, is that what they say? So we try to impart that on them when they're young.
Hopefully this year will be the year that we'll be able to grow outside. I cannot wait to put a plant outside and not be worried. Just one in my backyard. Jace, that one that you had in the corner of your tent, I'd like to have those all around my front porch. They grow those. They're just so beautiful. They're short. It was such a beautiful plant. If you could get that, like a strain of those, I think that they would make great, beautiful, or plants for an aesthetic value to the house. Plus, your place would be smelling great.
We get so excited for the cabbage and the lettuce and the peppers and the tomatoes and the rosemary, all this different shit we grow outside. We get so excited for it. I always stand there thinking, just imagine if this was a big cannabis plant, I'd be out there just sitting there like I do now. I sit out there in the mornings, smoke a joint, watching the tomatoes grow, hang out with my cat. But boy, if that was a big dong or weed plant, grow a couple close to the road, the neighbor kids can steal them, Somebody told me grow some close to the road, let them ones be stolen by the neighbor kids, make them easy targets.
Well, hey, when the kid was smashing the tomatoes against the wall, were you helping?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was fun for everyone.
Who do you think taught him?
Oh, okay.
You remember Bonsai Garden Guy?
I stand there like I'm a Major League Baseball pitcher. I shake a couple off first, you know what I mean? Then I look over the first base line, then I look back at the pitcher, and I raise my knee up real high and slam. And he really loved that, man. He got into it, He did the whole motion. He got a little rough. I'll have to work with him, but yeah, he's going to be a big league pitcher, and he'll be able to tell everybody that I started with tomatoes at my pop's house.
Or you're just saying you're just about to mention Bonsai Garden Grower or whatever his name was that was on here. So
yeah, he sent him.
Another story I had for that was I remember when he was on here. God, I can't remember, but he had that massive outdoor grow going on, just like vegetables and fruits and stuff. And he had said, like if you want anything, just shoot him a message and he'll try to hook you up. And I don't do vegetables, so I'm looking at melons and fruits, and I just happen to come across their, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, the Densuki watermelons. They're from Japan. And I asked him if he could get some seeds because like all the ones on the internet are fake. And he checked into it, and then he replied back, and he's like, no, he's like, it looks like you have to be a certified commercial grow facility, and you have to get special permission from the Japanese government to get the seeds from them.
Wow.
And these things are freaking expensive. Like some of those watermelons they say on here sells for like $6,000 a piece.
Wow.
Hold on, man. Just one?
Yeah.
Wow.
One melon or one seed?
I think it was a watermelon.
Melon, yeah.
Yeah, they also got those strawberries that are like $24 each or something crazy.
Do the watermelons have seeds in them?
They don't look like it. They're probably triploids.
Yeah.
I bet not.
Yeah, they'll be worth a lot more probably.
That's just wild how rare that is, though.
What's he sending you, Art, man?
I know he's going to send some. Now I talked to him right after that. He had that show here, and he showed all of his tomatoes, and I know he's sending melons. I'm not sure exactly, really. I don't really know, but my niece has one hell of a nice garden, and I'm going to donate some of these seeds to her and do some work over there. Yeah, because I don't have it set up in my backyard, but she's got a really nice one. So hopefully we'll get some of those little small melons. I mean, some of them were like a little bit bigger than a grapefruit. I'm intrigued by them. Pretty cool. But yeah, he's sending me out seeds this week.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Nice guy. I haven't seen him in a long time. I told him to come back on. So
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen him for a little while.
Nice outdoor, man.
Well, once he gets his spring garden in, I bet you he comes back and gives us a tour.
Oh,
Because he's proud of that, and he should be, honestly.
I like those raised beds with the gravel in between and very neat. You know, everything that needs trellised is trellised, and he's like J5 walking around. He has 80 things in there and knows every single one and all about it.
Knows his stuff. So that's cool.
It's a lot of work.
That's nice. Another taste of the generosity of our community.
I want to grow blackberries, man.
Hydroponic blackberries.
No, I want to put them outside, maybe somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Trellis them up. That's my favorite berry. But around here, we have to put netting over them and shit because the birds will rape you.
Oh.
Hey, if somebody has something to show, just tell me. I'll put you on the big screen. I figure we let this go for a couple minutes. I'm rolling up a joint in case somebody comes. It seems like we get a big influx right around this time. Seed person's on the screen. Can you put him up?
I sure can. Just give me a second. I'm a little slower at the controllers than Smart.
All right.
There we go.
I'm firing 2 Georgia pies.
Smoke another one. Yes.
Medibles.
Let me see
Medibles
if-
for the masses. I love it.
I don't know how clear that is. That looks pretty grainy on my screen, but and yeah, and I realized if I open this tent, then I lose a lot of my connection. So we'll do that last. I got a bunch of stuff. I moved a bunch of stuff around. I had a Oreos McFlurry that was here at the light, and I was like, no, I don't like it. So I chopped it and I moved everything around. And so in the back, I got a blueberry train mac from Brandon Rust. This is the Flapjacks number 3 that I was talking about earlier. This is OG Kush. This is 9-pound hammer, the reject pheno, but I figured I'd flour it out anyways. And then 5 white maple regs that I'm going to just leave in here under 1212 until they show me sex, and then I'll pick a male and put it in a little bigger pot and then flour it with a bag on it and get my pollen because I'm tired of playing with that stupid spray.
I like this way, man. It's, I don't know. It's going to be more, your seeds will be different, right?
Yeah. I'll have different crosses than I was originally planning, but I'm tired of messing with it, so I'll take the compromise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then here's all the backups. Yeah, that's the Flapjacks number 1 that I was keeping, but I'm gonna put it in one of these flower tents in a minute. Actually, more like a couple of days, but once I figure out some spacing, these are all backups. Here's my New Year's Eve grow challenge.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Thing's bussin'.
Yep. So that's good. And yeah, this is my Goth Girl clone, so that still no roots, but it's only been like 6 days or so. Let me see if I can do this.
Hey,
Right.
I got that light, man.
Nice.
Huh.
So this is Freya's Marmalade. This is the Goth Girl that I had the clones of in there. It's looking pretty happy. I really think that when I did that dose of recharge on the previous Goth Girl, that was what really fucked up the leaves, and it just got weird on me because a couple of the other ones did the same. That is the Platinum Jaeger bombs that you guys picked. And then the 2 back plants are the 2 9-pound hammer keeper pheno.
Good deal, man. Those things got a nice different mix.
Yeah,
Jinx
tall.
Them Jinx proofs looks nice, man. Some fat buds on them.
Yeah. And it smells just like the one that I had before, but it's a lot less leafy. The one that I had before was like all leaf. So I'm happy.
That's very important. Bud structure is.
And then I too have a box to show off. My wife got me this for Christmas, and I'm really, really enjoying it.
Oh, nice.
That is badass.
That is badass.
Nice.
Cool. I like that.
Oh,
I
hell
keep all my
yeah.
hash and stuff in here. So if you are here and you're hearing me, you should go on Instagram and find my wife, who is at SeedSpouse1, and you should request to follow her and send her a message that says, "You're awesome and the box is awesome," or something like that, because she has she just joined the community, and she's been lurking, and yeah, she got scammed a while back, so she's very hesitant to engage with anybody online, but I figured there was some good, trustworthy friends that I have that I would love to share with. So, yeah.
That's freaking awesome, man. You could pack it up for a picnic, dude. Just take it with you.
Right.
Be stoned all day.
You could carry it into the bedroom.
I feel like
movies in the bed. Roll up.
Do you guys remember from Toy Story when that collector dude like refurbishes the Woody doll or whatever, and he has that like big toolbox that he pulls open and pulls all the little tools out and shit? That's what I feel like when I open it up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
was handmade.
It is. It was handmade in Turkey, is what she said. Yeah.
Nice.
She ordered it on a whim. The website said you have 24 hours to cancel. She woke up the next day, was like, "Wait, I don't know that I want to buy it." Messaged the guy, and he was like, "Oh, I already sent it." And she was like, "Well, I hope you like it." I was like, "I love it."
Oh, that thing's awesome.
Absolutely.
Cheers to
Oh yeah.
Cheers to Seed Spouse.
That's beautiful.
Her link's in the chat.
Awesome.
That is her link, right? She doesn't have any posts, so
no.
And
don't be offended if she doesn't reply, because she probably won't. But I figured I would make the effort.
Right on.
Yeah, we'd love to support.
We got your back, dog.
Most definitely. Our pleasure, right, folks?
Well, I appreciate y'all.
That's the deserve the love.
I got my herbs now. Alrighty, that's my shit. We should
Damn, Hooli, I hate to hear that, man. He's trying to do a patent and got some scammed.
That sucks.
There's so much scams out there now, man.
Oh, sheesh.
Old people get scammed more than anybody, so I ain't got nothing to worry about yet.
You ain't old yet.
My advice is don't get old. That's easy.
That's it.
That's right.
Hey, getting old is better than the alternative.
Oh,
That's true. Indeed.
I'm going backwards.
He would stay young. Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me about your box. That would probably not go over well.
Oh my goodness. Don't mess with his
welcome to the community.
Oh my God.
I'm not going there.
Hey, see, person, you got some creepy friends.
I know. Well, they take after me.
Well,
I'm friends with them.
C-person said, "Hey, thank you for the box."
Yeah, the box is cool. Welcome to the community. Say something nice. Oh shit!
The person says he loves your box.
Yeah, I do.
Oh shit!
You should pull the giveaway.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's 1:30.
Something now. Okay, let's do it. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, 34 people.
Oh lordy. Always laugh at this place. One thing I always do. So, okay, who do we got today?
Whoa, Texas sweet hopper.
What the hell?
He might need a reload. He's got a big old room with plants going.
Congrats.
You gonna get him, man. Congrats, buddy. Get a hold of me on Instagram. I'll feed him out as soon as possible. Nice.
Hey,
Like when somebody I know gets it, because chances are I'm going to see it grown, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And you know how he grows them big. You might not see it till next year, but you'll see it.
That's fine. Yep.
Hey, someone in here is asking about rock wool, and I do know I don't grow in rock wool, but I know a lot of my buddies do, like Artman, and I believe they soak it in 5.5 pH. Correct?
Yes, sir. And that makes a big difference too. I was going in 5.8, 5.9 pH, and I was scorching my seedlings. I was having a lot of trouble, and a guy over at Cocoa for Cannabis told me to try 5.5, and it made a world of difference. So
Yeah,
I'd like to ask, why do we soak?
Sorry.
What's that? I just want to know, why do we soak them? What is happening when we soak it?
So there's a lot of not dust, but you have to get the pH down because it buffers really bad for like 7.5. It's like the opposite of cocoa with CalMag.
Yeah, but why do we soak it? They say soak it I soak it for maybe an hour. Some people soak them for over 24 hours. So I just wondered. What were you saying, Chow? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you no one interrupted me, but I know when I got the cubes, there's directions on the cubes to soak them in 5.5 pH for a certain amount of time before you use them. Yeah.
Okay. I need to read.
On the other hand, I've used Rockwool cubes before where I soaked them overnight in just regular tap water, or maybe even longer. I don't know, and they seem to work fine too. But if I had a pH pen and an adjustment, I would do it what it says.
Right on. Yeah. Well, that's where it made a hell of a difference for me, anyway. So.
I don't think you're supposed to soak them in cider, caveman.
Soak them in bong water.
CalMag. Hey. Exactly. Congrats, buddy.
There's a family here, the Dickens, and they make cider in Pennsylvania. Famous Dickens cider. And they have the most raunchiest commercials that are funny as hell. I haven't seen one, heard one in a long time.
Funny as get out, dude. I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah, it's like when your wife comes home, she needs a nice hot Dickens cider. And they have like showing a warm beverage being served to her, and because their last name's Dickens, and I'm like, what the hell? A family names Dickens actually did the cider, and I thought that was nuts.
And then the local Pittsburgh radio station, WDVE, does their funny skits.
Oh yeah,
with the Dickens cider.
They used to.
They used to. If you go in the archives and look them up.
That's funny though. Soak them in cider. That's what they used to tell the woodpeckers when they would smack their fingers with their hammers. Go home and soak it in cider. You'll feel better tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, carpenters. I didn't mean to call them woodpeckers. I apologize.
Was that a jab there from a drywall guy to a carpenter?
It was.
Oh.
Deep jab.
So one time I was at a job and they had, I guess, changed the location of the wall, the drywall. And so instead of remaking the cabinets, we just cut a hole in the drywall and shoved the back of the cabinet like way back into the wall and just kind of made it work. And we're like, well, they'll have to come back and fix it.
That's all. That's all. They call them back charges, man. Send that bill, it gets passed around, you get paid for 6 months. They have a Uranus fudge packers. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Tell you guys, my New Year's grow challenge was a clone. Actually, I forgot to show you.
That's awesome.
I didn't drop a seed. I cut a clone. I think that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. That's You can cut a clone.
Hey, remember that clone we cut? Remember that cutting we took whenever we flipped to flower? It finally rooted. I'll have to get a picture of it. They're just little nubs.
I couldn't freaking believe it because we were just cutting stuff off our plants and setting it in a bucket we were just going to go take out to the compost. And after 5 minutes, I was thinking, why not cut one just for shits and giggles to put it in a cup of water? Because people were like, just throw it in a cup of water. That's all you got to do. There's nothing to it. And I'm thinking, it's not going to work for me. I end up, screwing them up or something. But it actually did work for us this time.
You know what I put in the water this time? Ponzymes. Or beneficial bacteria, the ponzymes. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I put it just a little. Boy, that stuff's a little goes a long way. I just put a little dab in. It helps keep the water fresher, I guess. I don't know. But whatever it was, it worked.
And I cut a good inch when I took the clone after realizing it was laying there because I had already thought of an air embolism, worried about it. So I went up a good inch and a half. I found a node and I cut across the node and I plucked it in water. I just wanted to let everybody know that. And then Smart, like he said, he put the Ponzyme in, and it's only been
I thought the embolism was going to get it.
We flipped on the 22nd, so it took a long time just
sitting under a light that's always on. Hey, Mike Tyson seeds. I don't think that's too mainstream, isn't it? That's like
I don't know.
That's like buying flavored beer and stuff. I don't know. It's just feels wrong.
He didn't develop it, that's for sure. We know. I don't think he's a grower, is he?
He's not.
He ain't.
He's a smoker, but that's fine. But I got nothing against him, but I don't think he's.
Well, you got me because I am a huge Mike Tyson fan. And if his name is on it, then I would be like, hell yeah. Why not?
That's why they got it.
Oh, gullible one.
Don't you know that?
You're gonna smash the hype strains. That's all they're gonna do. Smash some hype strains.
He ain't growing nothing. He's just signing his name to a contract so someone can use his name to sell their product. So I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, but I don't want them seeds. It's because they got his name on it.
Well, it was a big thing at not this last one, but the year before. They had him at the BizCon, promoting the seeds.
We
he had gummies, gummy ears, and that was weird because Evander Holyfield actually joined with him on that. He was the guy who Erie bit in the fight, so that was really strange. But hey, you got a check for it, I guess,
And then they said you can't sell them because they're shaped like something a novelty. It was a novelty shape, and they don't allow that because it's appealing to children.
Wow, we forgot about that part.
Yeah, all those kids that want to put ears in their mouths. Yeah, I got to watch out for that.
Crazy kids.
Oh, man.
Better than Tide Pods.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe the kids were doing that. That is crazy. Eating them Tide Pods.
Well, they're colorful and they're,
That doesn't make it taste good.
No, it doesn't.
Tide Pods and vodka shots in the eyeball and butt chugging. What the hell's going on in this generation?
Do you guys remember Mr. Yuck? Like, maybe we should just be bringing that shit back because
they're not talking about, because I thought the same thing. You're not talking about little kids in diapers like crawling over and eating some of these things because they're green and orange. They're talking about like teenagers doing it on purpose because there's like a YouTube challenge.
Are you kidding?
No,
you're joking.
Okay.
No, it's
brilliant.
A real thing. No, there was a Tide Pod challenge.
Oh my goodness. I just wish I didn't know that now.
I seen them trying to eat a whole spoonful of cinnamon as a challenge.
Yeah.
No one can do that.
I was about to say, that's dangerous, dude. People, they inhale that shit and their lungs get fucked up bad. Don't be trying to take any dried nutmeg or dry cinnamon tablespoons in your mouth.
Danger.
Yeah, that's, I guess.
We used to see how many saltines you could eat in a minute.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Well, who's the whistle first, right? After a cracker? Yeah.
Hey, there's
That's
seven.
really strange. Hey, Sevens?
Big difference between cracker eating challenge, pie eating challenge, hot dog like that, but like going
Something
to
that'll
the
hurt you,
danger.
man.
Yeah, you don't want to be putting stuff
When they have
hurting yourself.
that's
Chemicals.
what they call, natural selection. Let that shit take place.
That was that movie Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Sevens.
Cheers, buddy. Your gardens.
Emergency
Bye.
transplant.
Yeah, what's up with the emergency?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. So these, actually, maybe a little bit more than a week ago, these girls were in soil. And I had a dilemma. I had nowhere to go with them. They were getting too big for my early veg tent, and my 12-hour veg tent was full. And I just harvested my hydro over Christmas. So it's like, fuck. I had nothing to lose by trying to wash off the soil.
Yeah.
And convert them over to hydro, and I think they're gonna make it.
Wow,
There was a few days I thought they were doing really good, and then there was a few days they weren't looking so hot, and it's like, so I've been like dialing my lights down and just juggling it around, and I think I just turned my lights back up again, the intensity up today, because I'm getting roots back in the water now.
They're
Nice.
Oh, they're doing okay.
Yeah, so you
They'll
can
be
kind of see
fine.
you can kind of see the original. Yeah, watch me drop my phone in my hydro. So
Please
so
no.
The brown.
yeah, you can see the old roots that were in the soil. The new roots are emerging. So as they've been once they started touching the water, I started turning the light intensity up because
this is freaking gold, man. I've never seen anybody do this and then show me the roots and shit.
They're gonna boom, dude. Yeah, they're gonna
Never
boom.
have I seen this before.
they're gonna in a couple of days they're gonna launch. So
They're gonna be fine. Absolutely.
yeah,
So
so I
would
got.
this be root pruning?
Well, I didn't technically root prune, but I have experimented with that actually with cuttings. I wanted to see how roots develop as I would cut them, and it actually did. I had chatted with Art about it a number of months ago, maybe a year ago, when I was trying it, and because I had cuttings where the roots got too long, and it's like, well, what if I cut them back a bit? And I just did it for the hell of it, and it didn't really they didn't double in size in half the time, but there was definitely some stimulation, and the regrowth you could see day by day, because you could see where I cut the roots, and then the next day there were maybe some 1/4-inch tails coming off from where I cut. So
It didn't stunt them, that's for sure.
no, it did not stunt them. That was a pretty healthy
Yep.
harvest. So,
Hey,
Absolutely.
Seven, this is so intriguing because I asked this question before a long time ago on another show with Spartan Grown. I don't know, I think Tal was there on Jack Greenstock's show about taking plants from soil to hydro, and the consensus is that it's definitely doable to go from soil to hydro as you're demonstrating, which I never saw anyone demonstrate before. They said the impossible seems to be to go in reverse, try to go from hydro to soil, and I don't know why, but
I can see why.
I've gone from an aerocloner with very healthy roots into soil with no problem.
Okay.
But I definitely
there wouldn't be any problem.
There was some weird. The root ball looked kind of weird and clumpy, but it worked. But anyway, so yeah, I got I got cherry palms on the left, and they're from. There used to be a breeder out in the Pacific Northwest. He's now actually a neighbor of mine, about half hour down the road. Dutch Blooms. He's around on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's been involved with some pretty big grows. So that's the dog liquor from him, and this is a lime pheno. I'm sorry, no, I'm getting I'm all fucked up here. I'm sorry. Cherry palms, that's from England. That's from Some Bitch Seeds. And I think Chilbert's grown this one out a few times and shown some very pretty photos on Instagram. And this is the dog liquor. This is from Cherry Palm, from Dutch Blooms.
What was the name of that seed company again?
Which one?
Some bitch.
Some bitch. SUMBITCH. They're an English seed bank. And then this is the Dutch Blooms, the dog liquor. So yeah, like I said, I think they're gonna bounce back pretty good. Yeah, the last few days the leaves are really drooping, and it didn't seem like they were getting any worse, but they weren't getting any better. But now the roots are starting to touch the newt solution. They're really starting to show a little bit more promise now. Anyway,
They're gonna
Hey,
bust
Seven,
out now.
did you smoke some Amy and some Chad stuff?
oh yeah, and then now I'm terrible about describing taste and everything. I can't even pick colors to paint on a wall, and I'm really bad when it comes to picking out colors or the tastes and describing. But I mean, the Amy, and I had some sun-grown Amy too that I had the mother that I put outside this year. So I've been comparing some of the sun-grown Amy to the hydro Amy.
Is that a side lighting?
What's that? That's UVC.
Okay.
I actually don't use it. This is just in the tent if I need it, because I do have soil in close proximity. So if I get any bugs in here, then I'll throw these on. So they're just there in case I need them. And then they're the GML predators, and then I got some predators in my other tent, in my soil tent, and I have them coming on twice a day for 5 minutes a day, twice a day at the middle of lights out. So that way, in my seedling tent, where I have soil, I do use Lost Coast plant therapy as just a preventive measure in the early veg tent. And then in my 12-hour soil tent, if I see any bugs, I don't want to be spraying in there. So that's why I went with the predators. And while I was at it, I put them in my hydro tent, so they're there in case I need them.
Right. And I think one of the reasons I wanted to mention is that we see a lot of people, or we don't see a lot of people doing soil to hydros, because why the hell would you?
Yeah.
You know, if you know you're going to finish out, it's always an emergency or something crazy happened, or maybe you plant it outside and decided I want to bring it inside or something like that. You know, it's looking too good for someone to steal, whatever. But I think that's why I seemed a little excited there. Sky overhead nailed me in the chat. He said, "You got me good."
That was funny.
I'll let you live on that. I'll take it on the chin.
Hey, you never know though. Some strains are delicate. You know, you might kill something doing that.
Well, we don't see a lot of new shit. I get excited. That's cool. I like seeing them roots come out.
You know, we've had an experiment like over the summer too. Smart forgets that we were throwing just.
Yeah, we brought it in.
We brought it in. Yeah.
That's where that came up on the show.
Yeah.
I think he was getting coffee when I told him.
Okay. Yeah.
You might want to save a cultivar too. So that's probably another reason you might want to do it. That's all.
Yeah. So what I did with these is so I carefully washed the soil off. I had a couple of buckets set up with clean water, and then so I carefully washed off the soil and I had a couple more buckets just to kind of gently just flush the roots without manhandling them too much. And then once I got pretty much all the soil off, then I transplanted them into the net pots, and then I set them in a tote, and I just had a few inches of a weak newt solution in the totes, and then I actually made it sterile, just because coming out of soil, I was paranoid about root rot and stuff like that. So then I made sure I had a decent ORP level in my newt solution, and then they sat in a tote. The puddle of newts, as I kind of refer to it on a few online forums, but so I had them sitting in a puddle of newts for 3, 4, 5 days, and then transferred them into here, and like I had nothing to lose. I had nowhere to go with them, so I was either have to cull them or kill them slowly.
That works, man.
Oh,
But I think it worked out. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Like Artman said, I'm sure they'll be filled up there in no time.
They're gonna bust out. Are you kidding?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, now the roots are
Guaranteed
touching the
to be
solution.
okay.
Yeah, it'll take off pretty quick here.
Yeah. With root growth like that, it's gonna bust out. They are gonna explode. They're gonna like it a lot better than soil. Let me show you.
Anyhow, I'll let you all go. I just want to show it quick, and then I'll probably pop on in a week or two. And
Yeah.
Wednesday on Sundays, my lights are on at noon, so Sundays are a little bit hit and miss. Wednesdays, because I'm 12 to 6. I'm noon to 6 a.m. on my 18-hour stretch, and then I'm 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on my 12 hours. So that's why Wednesdays usually work out better.
Right on. We look forward to. I appreciate you coming on and showing it to us.
All right.
Yeah,
Everybody have
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Good.
that's really cool.
you'll have a great Sunday, and we'll catch you all soon.
Happy New
Take
Year.
Yeah,
Thanks
Happy
for
New Year.
showing
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
Evans.
yeah. Happy
Cheers,
New Year,
buddy.
everyone.
Yeah, cheers, man. Looking good.
Thanks. Later, guys.
Later.
Hey. Oh man, what's going on here? What? How long is? How long until someone saying Happy New Year is annoying? Is it 10 days into the new year? Because people be telling me Happy New Year in February. It's like, no, the time's passed, man. I don't care if I've seen you all or not, you know. So what's the cutoff?
15 days.
Right
yes.
now.
Right now.
Right now.
Today.
It hasn't even been a week yet.
Put your
No,
foot
I
down,
agree.
Steve person.
I think even the whole first month isn't too bad, but you know. He said
Never
today.
thought about it, honestly.
Well, you know they mess with our calendars. The new year should be April 1st, really.
The Gregorian calendar says. No wait.
Yeah. That's April Fool's Day. Nice try.
No, that's
Nice.
what they say, really. Yeah.
Says who?
Yeah.
The same people
That's a good point.
The Illuminati.
The same people that want you to roll your clocks back an hour forward a year.
I don't know, but they should stop that. Yeah, that's annoying to me. That
New Year.
Yeah,
Daylight
y'all got it
savings.
wrong. Y'all got it wrong. We don't have none of that shit around. Like, screw y'all. We don't do that. That's but it's everybody else.
I'm cutting out.
Does XYZ
Mhm.
sound all funky? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I thought
robot.
it was
Wait,
great.
I went. I had to go back in my room and put away my trimmers.
You
Okay.
roboted.
I'm robot.
Yep. We're gonna have you figure out a CAPTCHA before you come into the show next time. There.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
That's great. I like it. Big A, to be captured. That's funny.
Oh yeah, just show up what I'm saying down below. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How many traffic lights are there?
Yeah.
Well, I just trimmed up all my plants. I just lollipop my plants in my other tent. So yeah.
Just
Sorry.
now?
I mean, what?
Just now or earlier?
Yeah. No, just now.
Well, show us it.
Well, hold
You
on.
gotta
I gotta go get the camera and go robot on you for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
My wife made a meatloaf. It's been cooking. It smells so good in here. Meatloaf and baked potatoes. Meatloaf sandwiches for work tomorrow. Leftover meatloaf sandwiches is one of my favorite. I'm getting hungry.
Now you're getting me hungry.
Always make it. Everybody's hungry by now.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
She didn't use breadcrumbs. She used stovetop stuffing, which I know is a lot of chemicals. It's nasty stuff. It's full of all these weird chemicals, but I love it. I eat
Hey, the more chemicals, the tastier it gets, right?
I eat McDonald's burgers a lot too, and I shouldn't. I like
Hey,
them.
I heard the more preservatives you eat, the longer you'll look young because it preserves your body.
There you
I
go.
wish.
I'm gonna eat a lot healthier in the next life.
That makes two of us, Crispy.
I eat healthy. Lots of lard and
Lots of lard.
yeah.
Fire up that AOS webcam, son.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's
Lollipop. See what you consider a lollipop. Okay, yeah, that's a lollipop.
Oh wow, you really got it good,
Yeah, well, the
that
bottom
looks
was just busy, and my fan's down there. I don't want, and it's all
Perfect.
larky crap. So yeah,
That's
it's
perfect,
lollipop
man.
now.
Beautiful.
Did you feed all that to your worms?
No, I'm running cocoa, man. I don't have any worms to feed.
No, I know.
You got a juicer?
What'd you do with all? You throw that stuff in the garbage, or what do you do with all the material you just cut off?
So basically, I did a brick sample on it, and then I tossed it.
All right, that's cool.
Whatever.
Have you noticed differences in the bricks and how the plant looks and all that?
I noticed the biggest difference is what time of day it is. Really, it's I don't know. I've been taking the readings when I do my trimmings, and yeah, it goes up. It goes up a little bit over, as I get closer to being done. But that's about all I see. There's nothing really actionable from it.
Right.
Though. That's the thing. It's like, oh well, this is telling me about nothing.
That's what they pretty much say, right? But people believe it. The bricks levels is a good indicator of health and all that. I don't know. You need a baseline. You need to know what number is good to start with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting about 15 if it's an early morning, if like the lights came on within the last 2 hours, getting
like
15, and then a couple hours before lights go off, it drops, down to like 7.
Well, if you take it at the same time every day, then it could be like an indicator, right? That it could be useful. Well, why are you doing it if you don't know? If like you just do it for the fun of it, or what?
Because I chopped up a bunch of plants, and it's fun squeezing the juice out of them.
All right.
He's taking data.
That's what he's a data collector.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't think you realized how much data I generate from a grow.
No,
it's in a couple gigabytes every time I grow.
All the data I get, I burn up and forget about it in a couple of minutes.
No, this is actual data collected in the computer.
Tao doesn't even have a hygrometer. What are you talking about?
I got it. I got the batteries and I got it all set up. So it was like one that you have. I have the outside unit and an inside. Like the one with the display. And I couldn't find the outside one, but I searched through all my junk and I found it, and it's all working proper. But yeah, it was like 20%. I got up to like 36. I got the humidifier coming, the one that goes into a 5-gallon one of those like office cooler jugs.
Yep.
That Brandon Brust was showing. I got me one of those coming. So as soon as that gets here, I'm gonna that'll be good. But I forgot. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, the bricks. A bricks level checker is really cheap. I don't have one. I'm gonna have to get me one just to start fucking around with it because, every little bit.
Humidity and temperature is the first one. If you don't got that,
of course.
And then CO2's close second. Bricks is way, way down there, man. That's like last place. I had nothing better to do. It's like, I cut these leaves. I might as well take bricks readings.
Bricks and ORP.
ORP's even more useful.
Here we go.
But I don't even have an ORP sensor, so I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I'd find that data more useful than probably bricks. But anyways, I do have a nose and a pH sensor in my res, so I can tell you when it goes bad. I don't need an orc meter for that.
Damn, I just realized it's 2 o'clock. I was sleeping over here.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right, Orp.
Or time to orp out of here. Go get me some meatloaf.
Orp speed.
Yeah. That's good stuff. We'll go around the horn here and say our goodbyes. You can tell people where they can find you. And we'll start with this list right here. And it would be Seed Person 1 because he came and went a couple times. I think it puts you at the end.
Well, it's been awesome hanging out with everybody. Cheers to the panel in the chat. I hope everybody has an awesome week and stays warm from the weather that is hitting a lot of people right now. So I'll see y'all at the Cheap Home Grow tonight at 7.
Right on, buddy. Up next, the American one.
Smart and crispy as always. Thanks for the hosting, and always good to hang out with everybody here and everyone in chat. Peace, everyone. Yeah, you guys know me. I'm the American one. Will be on Cheap Home Grow tonight for at least the first hour. And yeah, peace out, everyone. Happy growing and have a great week. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, Tal. Up next will be XYZ.
Hey, thanks for hosting Smart and Crispy, and thanks for the panel and chat for coming and hanging out with all of us. It's been another great week. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter for some of the stuff that I used to grow with in the next couple months.
Ooh, we'll be looking forward to that. All right, up next is you, Jace.
Yeah, cheers, chat. Cheers, the panel here. Thanks, Smart Crispy, for hosting again. You can find me on Instagram, OKJace20, and I hope everybody had a great New Year's. And we'll see you next time. Roll up.
Thanks, Jace. And last is Art Man. Appreciate you bringing the seeds, buddy. And we want to remind everybody to go sign up, subscribe. Is it subscribe or follow? Subscribe to Art Man's YouTube channel. He does lives, and he'll be doing more of them as people miss and things like he explained earlier. He can tell you more about it, but make sure my wife's going to post
the link again. And yes, be sure to follow and then hit the alert so that you know when he's going live. And
feel free to share any links you want to. Go ahead, Art Man.
Artman 2Ns 420 _ at Instagram. You'll find me over at Cocoa for Cannabis, Percy's Grow Room, Caribou Heart. Yeah, look for me on YouTube. I'll be popping in and out, so I'll be trying out the program. But anyway, thanks for the show, guys, and everybody. I'll get those seeds out as soon as possible. Cheers.
Thanks, Art Man. Thanks to all of our guests who came today onto the panel, some that aren't here now, and thanks to the chat for always interjecting good quality text topics and really having a cool chat. It's the best around. And thanks to my wife for always being here, even when she doesn't feel good. She tries to come and help me out, and so I'm not stranded. And I really love you to death for it. And,
I love you, and I love this community. You guys all rock, making me feel better, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And come back and hang out with us on Wednesday. And I'll see you at the Cheap Home Grow Show tonight at 7. I posted a link, so check us out over there. Grower love, everyone.
Grower love. Cheers, sad boy.